So most people assume that if another driver caused a crash, they can bring some type of lawsuit against that driver. And that is generally true. A person needs to understand, however, that these damages are only available if you sustain a sufficiently serious injury. This is known as a threshold injury. So there is a rule that says that you cannot recover pain and suffering damages from an at-fault driver if you're not hurt seriously enough. And what constitutes a threshold injury includes death. It also includes an injury known as a permanent serious disfigurement, which includes amputations or serious scars. And then the one that comes up the most is serious impairment of body function. And this is the type of injury, as the statute says, that requires a showing that you've sustained some type of objectively manifested injury that affects your ability to lead your normal life. So, in a nutshell, the pain and suffering damages are available, but only to those that can pass this rule. With regard to other damages available against the at-fault party, you should understand that no-fault insurance covers 3 years of your loss of income in what is known as the work loss benefit. If you have income beyond those 3 years, or income loss over and above the amount covered through no-fault insurance, you can pursue that excess income loss from the at-fault driver. Now, under the 2019 reforms, there is an added right that we all have to sue each other for any medical expense we incur that is not going to be covered through Michigan no-fault insurance. And the way to put this all together is that the no-fault reform laws of 2019 are going to allow all of us to choose to buy less than lifetime no-fault medical expense coverage. We can buy $50,000 of that coverage if we're on Medicaid. Everyone can buy $250,000 or $500,000, and there are even options for some people to opt out entirely. But the point is, for anybody who has a limitation on their medical expense coverage through no fault, they can then sue the at-fault driver for their uncovered medical expense. So this is a new right for people, and it's a right that needs to be pursued in the event that people have these expenses. But you also should understand, as a consumer, this means that if you make a mistake, you can also be sued for these expenses. And these expenses include not just the past uncovered medical expenses, not just the present uncovered medical expenses, but the future lifetime uncovered medical expenses of the person you may mistakenly injure. So it means that while there may be some cost savings in buying limited no-fault insurance coverage, we all have a reason to buy more liability insurance coverage. And if you look at your declaration page of your insurance policy, you'll see that you pay something for no-fault insurance and you pay something for liability insurance. You need to have more coverage for your liability insurance coverage because you can now be sued for so much more in the way of someone's medical expenses. And you can expect that the amount that you end up paying for liability insurance is going to go up because of that added right that comes from that type of claim. So, in putting it all together, the 2019 reforms not only change the type of no-fault insurance coverage limits we all buy, it changes the rights we have to sue one another. And because of that, we have to make further adjustments on our liability insurance coverage we buy for ourselves.